I'm a customer success manager here at Teachable, and I'm so excited to be here today because we're here with uh, one of, I'd like to say, the world's top creators, Victor Damásio. He has been a creator and he has been selling online products for over 10 years. He has consistently reached over 8-digit results year after year. And he is a mentor for a lot of people who are, I believe, in the same stage that most of you aspire to be in. He mentors high performance creators who bring insane value to their students, whether it's through courses, whether it's through high ticket offerings. And he is here to close out our December special of webinars to talk a little bit about high ticket offerings and how he teaches that for his students. Guys, what Damasio will show us here is sort of never seen before here at Teachable. And the training that he's going to be providing us today, it's usually something that he charges a lot for. So we're very happy to have him here exclusively for you, sharing a little bit of his expertise and what he does with his students. So Victor, let's wait no more. The stage is yours. I'll be here if you need me, but it's your time to shine.
Okay, Yas, thanks for having me. Hey guys, how you doing? You good? That's awesome. So, English is not my first language, so I must confess that I'm just a bit nervous, but I guess it's gonna be fine, okay? So, you guys are all creators, and so am I. So, I have some slides to share with you, but I'd like you to know that we're doing this live, so you can interrupt me anytime, or you can type on chat, and I'm a very good reader on the chat, so we can do this in a very relaxed way. Is it cool? Okay, so maybe you could grab something to drink. I have my water here with me. Maybe my coffee is coming anytime soon, and then I'll be able to do a bit of Q&A. Is it cool? Okay, so I saw the survey. We passed a survey with some questions on your niche and how much you charge and everything. And some people answered the survey, they're not here. And some people are here and didn't answer the survey, right? So if you just use the chat just to share with me your biggest ticket that you sold yet, that would be very, very helpful. So what is the biggest amount of money you charge for your expertise for now? Okay, most of you sell courses through Teachable, and some of you already have some high ticket offers, right? Right? Okay, six, 7,000, 20,000. Okay, we have some experts in here. And there's a lot of people who have like several clients but charging lower ticket, right? Who here never sold high ticket. When I say high ticket, I would say 5K and above, who here never sold anything more expensive than 5K. Okay, Becky, who else? And Dawn and Mary. Okay, let's go. And who here is already experienced with high ticket offers? Anyone? Okay. One of the things that people believe is that when you charge highest tickets, the client would be more demanding. And it's so not true. Most of the times when those clients they pay highest tickets, they are more easygoing. Oh, obrigado. Thanks for the coffee. I said they have some coffee coming. Any coffee lovers? Oh, Becky. Okay, let's go. Mary too. So here's the deal. I'll go through the slides and then I will do some interaction. Is it cool? Rebecca asked, the highest ticket I have available on my site is 7,000, but that is mostly aspirational right now. I'm gonna say something before I start. Ashley, where are you? I don't know if I see you. And guys, open up the camera, right? That wouldn't be nice if I were just like here, like I can share with audio and stuff and no video. So let's let's turn it on. Okay. Thank you, Ludi. Thank you, Francesco. So here's the thing. Rebecca said that she has a 7K offer, and that's mostly aspirational because she's not selling. Guys, if you have a 5K, 7K, 10K offer, even if it doesn't sell, it works because it positions yourself in a different way. Some people believe that they need more positioning to charge higher tickets, but actually it's the opposite. You need to charge higher ticket and that gives you positioning. Does it make sense? So just by having a highest ticket offer, by price just a position, that will make everything you sell seems cheaper than actually is. Does it make sense? Cool. So let's go with the slides, and then I'm gonna teach a bit, and then we'll do more Q&A. Is it cool? Leo, can you pass the slides? Okay. Ba-da-da. So this is me. I'm gonna teach the mentorship model, which is a smarter way to scale via high ticket. In Brazil, I have 637,000 followers on Instagram, and Instagram is quite something on Brazil. Is Instagram a nice thing on the country you are? Is Instagram a thing? Yes. Is it, Becky? Okay. Where you guys are from? Can you type on the chat where you guys are connecting from? I'm from Brazil. I'm here in Brazil. Francesco's in Italy, Alaska. We have okay, Colorado, New York. Nice, nice. Guys, I've been to 50 countries so far, more than 50. So maybe I've been to your country, I don't know. And in a couple of days, I'm heading to US. I'm often in US. Maybe we can meet Austria. I've been to Austria too. Oh, this is a pretty international crowd. Okay, so I have like lots of followers in Brazil, but that doesn't mean too much because on the next slide, Leo, every time I do this, you can just, yeah, go to the next slide. In US, in English, I only have like 100 clients. I'm sorry, 100 followers. So if you follow me on Instagram at Victor Damásio, that would be much appreciated because I'm just starting out. And I don't know if you remember how hard it was when you first started. I'm gonna share something with you guys. In Brazil, I feel like Superman because I have like hundreds, thousands of followers. But here, when I'm in English, something shifts in my mind and I kind of feel like Clark Kent. So if you can be just more interactive and you can share your thoughts on chat, that would be very much appreciated. Okay, let's go, let's go, let's go. So here's the thing. Who am I? I'm Victor. I'm passionate about marketing. I used to be a lawyer in a previous life, but now I'm a good person. Okay. So everything changed in my life. On the next slides, you're going to be able to see when this guy, Jeff Walker, anyone here knows Jeff Walker? So he has a program called Product Launch Formula. And this other guy here called Erico, he licensed PLF, Product Launch Formula, to Brazil. Jeff Walker is one of the old gangsters of internet marketing. He's on the space for more than 10 years, maybe 20 years, I don't know. And he's a very huge friend of mine and a mentor of mine. And he created this kind of launches where you have like video one, video two, video three, and then a sales video. So instead of selling through one webinar or one VSL or one presentation, you'd sell in what he says is a sideways sales letter. So instead of a big sales letter, he'll do this sideways. So video one, video two, video three, and then sales video. So this guy, I could say he changed the way people sell programs on the internet. And I'm so grateful for him because when I first started, I was a lawyer, not exactly happy with my life. I was on my early 20s and I was having a troubled time. I wasn't happy with my life. I wasn't happy with my career. Anyone here lived a transformation in your career? Had to shift, maybe? Okay, I don't know if you know, but in Brazil, you must be either a medical doctor, an engineer, or a lawyer, or you suck. That's how it is in Brazil. So my family, they kind of led me to being a lawyer. Does it make sense? But I wasn't happy with this. It wasn't my dream. I was just following my family's dream. I don't know if in your country it's like that, but in Brazil, that's what happened with me. So next slides. I started doing the course. I started as an affiliate because since I didn't have much to share or to teach, I really believe that I didn't have much to change the world. Does it make sense? So I partner up with my guitar teacher. I have several guitars right there. I love the guitar, but I'm not that good with the guitar. So I partner up with my guitar teacher and we did the first guitar course in Brazil, the first online guitar course in Brazil. So that was something. And I became one of the case studies of Jeff Walker in Brazil through Erico. And that was very nice. And then Erico invited me to be an affiliate. And then I would sell the same program that I bought and I would get a commission. Do you guys know what is an affiliate? Who knows what's an affiliate? Okay, so if you're an affiliate, you sell other people's program for a commission. And that's how it started. And for offering this program, I would offer a bonus. Actually, I would offer two bonus. I'd offer one-on-one consultation with me, and I would offer a group. So because of this, I became pretty good at doing Q&A with people and helping people. So when I started, I wasn't an expert, but after 10 consultations, I was getting better. And then after 20 consultations, I was pretty decent and confident. And after 100, I really thought that I had my stuff together. Does it make sense? So I end up selling more than 500 copies of PLF Brazil. And I did a couple hundred consultations, one-on-one, on different niches, different areas. And I would hold those people all on my Facebook group. I had a Facebook group where I would keep those people and I would engage with them in a group setting. So that's when I started learning how to be a mentor. And at the moment, I wasn't just an affiliate. I started putting my own sauce onto it. Does it make sense? So I started teaching people my way of doing things. I was teaching people what was working with my life. And I was sharing with them things that work with other clients. And here's something that might be helpful. Who here has one-on-one clients? One-on-one. Carrie and Kyle and Christina. And it's very nice to do one-on-one. And you can charge a lot of money. You can meet some nice people, but you know that it doesn't scale, right? And then I figure out there's another way, a better way, which is instead of doing one-on-one, I could do group. And this is something interesting because people thinks that group is less value than one-on-one, but I disagree. Actually, when you're working on a group setting, you can learn with your peers. You can teach one person, and when you're coaching that one person, other people get results as also. Does it make sense? So even though you're talking to one by one, on a group setting, when I'm talking to Becky, Dan can learn something. And then I go to Anthony, and then maybe Carrie gets something, some insight. Does it make sense? So even here, I'm gonna do some Q&A, and I'm gonna do one-on-one Q&A. But when I'm doing one-on-one with Rebecca, maybe Mary or Francesco are gonna get something. So this is the magic of group setting, and it's impossible on one-on-one. Even though one-on-one is more exclusive, one-on-one can be more close, of course, and sometimes people open up more on a one-on-one setting than on group. When you're on one-on-one, you're tied to the questions that your client might ask or the things you could bring to the table. When you go to the group setting, there's no limits because maybe the question that's going to change your business and life, you're not even able to formulate. I'm going to put something into perspective here. Most of the times, when I stumble upon a question that changed my life and business, that question wasn't a question of mine, was a question of someone else in the room. Does it make sense? Who here got your life transformed by someone else's question? Anyone here? Leo, Ludi, and Katie, that happens. Sometimes we lose our sleep over one question of ours. But when a mentor answers that question, we feel good. But the next night, we lose our sleep on another question of the same level because our questions just take us from this level to the same level. What take us to another level is other kind of questions that most of the times we're not even open to ask because they're not available to us. We're not able to ask the questions that's going to take us to the another level. Does it make sense? Yes? Cool. And guys, can you type on chat what you're getting until now? If you got like any kind of insights, anything. I love that Becky is saying like this. If you interact with me, it's gonna be far helpful. Okay. So when you do the group mentorship model, you have pattern recognition at scale. So instead of just learning from our question, you learn from everyone's question. You can leverage because you're not trading time for money. Actually, you are, but you're doing in a more clever way. It's still time for money, but on the same time, you can get more money and help more people. Does it make sense? And because of the community drives execution, and it ends up that people get more results because they're being judged every time. So here's the thing. If I invite you to share your insights and people are getting insights and you're not, you start to believe there's something wrong with you, not with me. Does it make sense? So because of the group setting, there's kind of a group pressure in a good way that makes everyone does better than they would if they would be on a one-on-one thing. Does it make sense? Cool. So let's go to the next slide. And I'd like you to guys to share on chat, how much do you charge now for your expertise? How much is your teachable course? How much is your program, your flagship program? Not your highest ticket, but the most common. Pan is saying not enough, not enough. Okay, but how much is not enough? Write down on the chat. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 24.99, 100, 125, 1,000, Carol, 500, Michael, Laura, 1,300. Guys, I don't know how much you're making per year, but I would say that those with highest ticket, they're grossing the most. I know it's a bit weird, but let's face the truth. It's easier to get to seven figures if you have highest ticket. Does it make sense? So I've done a couple millions. This award is for having achieved the eight-figure mark, so more than $10 million in gross revenue. So after doing this again and again throughout the years, I realized that it's easier if you charge highest ticket. So if you look at the seven, who here is making more than seven figures per year with your digital business? So who here wanna make an extra seven figure or reach to that level in 1 year? Show me your hands. Okay, so there's a couple ways of doing this. Okay, one way is to do one sale at $1 million. Is it possible, guys? One client paying you 1 million? Unlikely, right? But I have some clients of mine and friends that sold their company for seven-figure plus deals. So it's doable, it happens, it's just not common. Does it make sense? So another way of doing seven figures, maybe if you have like 10 sales at 100K, this is seven figures too, right? But still, most of the people don't have a 100K offer, right? So let's go to the other side of the spectrum. Maybe I could do like 1 million sales at $1. Unlikely, right? For making 1 million transactions, that would be like too much. But Teachable does it, right? Hotmart does it, right? But it's not available for regular guys like you and me, normal people, right? So if you increase your price to $10, you'd have to have 100,000 clients, which is still very hard to get. Unless you're on TV or you're on Big Brother or something like that, right? So let's increase the ticket a bit. If you charge $100, you need 10,000 clients to make a million. Guys, it's still too hard. Too hard. So, what is the easiest way for normal, regular people like you and me to achieve seven-figure years? I would say that would be fighting for 1,000 clients at $1,000 and getting 100 clients at $10,000. Does it make sense? Because even though it's hard, it's not easy. Even though it's hard, it's attainable. You can see, you can grasp. Does it make sense? Anyone here did at least one $10,000 offer ever? Okay, I have several times. I did multiple $1 million selling my 10K offer. I did multiple $1 million on my 20K offer. And I did multiple $1 million on my 1,000 offers. I have cheaper offers, but I never did million with those. Does it make sense? What I'm trying to say is that all your business, all you do, if you can use this as the warm up for whatever you're doing next, you're almost there. Does it make sense? Because if you make one sale at 10K, it's only 99 sales missing. Does it make sense? Let's go to the next slide, and I guess it's going to be more clear. Inside every group, there's always a smaller group eager to pay more to get more. So I'd like you to guys to write on the chat how many clients do you have? So you sold your course, your program for how many people so far? Not in 1 year, but in your whole career. How many clients do you have? Would you type down? 37, Hajesh. Okay, we're just starting, right? But take a look at Pam. Pam, she has 10,000 clients. George, 15,000 clients. Take a look at it. Francesco, 1,000. Michael has 200,000 clients. Guys, I don't have 200,000 clients. I have something around 10,000 clients. But that didn't stop me for making $10 million. Here's the deal. If you have a client group, it doesn't matter how much you charge. If you have a client group, there's always a smaller group inside that group that is eager to pay more to get more. Do you guys like events? Do you? So I've been to Tony Robbins event, and there is the VIP, right? And VIP, they pay more. They pay more to get the same event, but closer. Does it make sense? Who here fly business? I fly business. Who here fly first class or business? Christina, Becky, Dan, right? Sometimes, not that often as you wanted, right? So here's the deal. First time I flew business was from Brazil to Maldives. Have you been to Maldives? I've been with my wife, and we went through Dubai, and then we paid the Qatar Airlines, the one that becomes a bad and all this stuff. But here's the deal. What is the biggest transformation about the first class? I mean, it's the same point A, point B at the same amount of time. It's not faster, it's not half of the time. I would pay more to get there half of the time, but actually it's the same time. It's the same distance, it's the same time, but you have leg room, right, Kyle? We have more space, right, Pam? You have a bit of comfort, right? Maybe a bit of luxury, right? But what is the biggest difference between first class and couch? Do you guys know? I'm gonna say the biggest difference is who's flying. The biggest difference is the client. When I invite you to charge 10 times more, sometimes you say, well, where will I find those clients eager to pay 10 times more? They exist. You don't get them because you don't offer, right? What did Qatar Airlines had to make to find me as a client that pays 10 times more? They only did the offer. Does it make sense? Do you want to upgrade for VIP? Do you want to upgrade for first class? Just by offering this, you can find the clients that are eager to pay more. Guys, look at me, please look at me. 100% of your revenue came because you separate your audience from your buyers, right? How big is your audience? I'll write down audience. Audience. How many people you have on your audience? Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, or whatever. Your clients, they are a smaller bite of your audience. Does it make sense? They are influencers and creators, maybe with a bigger audience than yours. Who here knows a creator with a bigger audience than yours? Okay. Who here knows a creator with a bigger audience than yours? They're making less than you are because maybe they don't even have a product, right, Dan? Right, Christina? So you have a smaller audience, but you have an offer. They have a bigger audience, but they don't have an offer. So they're committing a huge mistake of not having an offer. Some people have a huge audience and no offer. So they treat all of their audience the same. There's no offer to make the audience separate themselves. I want to be just audience. Oh, I want to be a client. So 100% of what you make is because you had a way to segregate those who want to pay from those who doesn't want to pay. Does it make sense? But you're committing the same mistake that they're committing on your second level when you treat all your clients the same way. What I'm trying to say is that amongst the clients you have now, there are some of them that are eager to pay more to get more. And if you have like a 10x offer, charging just 10x, and if only 10% of your clients get it, you double your revenue and more than double your profit because the cost of acquisition is already paid for. Does it make sense? So when you sell again, a second time for the same client you already have, the CAC, cost of acquisition, is gone. And whatever sells next, you have more profit. And that increases your LTV, your lifetime value. Does it make sense? Okay, type on chat one sentence, one quote, what you're getting so far. And let's go to the next slide. Let's go because I have a lot to share. So my question for you is, what is the next offer or service you could create now so that makes everything you've done so far in your life, in your business, in your career feels like just a warm up for whatever's coming next. So I'm inviting you to think bigger. I'm inviting you to think of a different offer, a bold offer. Does it make sense? Yes? Next slide. So, in other words, what could you create right now that makes everything you've done so far looks like just preparing ground for a real masterpiece? So this is one of those questions that I couldn't come up myself. I didn't create this question. Actually, I was on a room with Andrei Parabellum, biggest name in Russia, and Sebastian Knight, biggest name on marketing on France, and they both were talking about this. I guess it's a question from Dan Sullivan from strategic coaching. I don't know, but I was in the right room when this question happened, and I didn't have the answer. And maybe you don't have the answer yet. And kind of 1 year later, I came up with my mastermind offer, the one that I charged 20K. And that thing more than double my business. Does it make sense? Because here's the thing. When you look, I have like 12 years, 13 years on my career online, selling online. And when I see, I did some 10x leap results, 10x leaps. And all of those 10x, they happened because I was on the right room with the right mentor at the right time. Does it make sense? Cool. So if you don't have the answer right now, it's okay because the question is more important than the answer. So the question is, what is the new offer, the new program, the new thing, the new bold move you can make so that everything you've done so far is just preparing ground for this next thing you're gonna create. Next level. So here's how I see business. Either my people they're in or they're out. There's no um, tones of gray. It's black or white. They're clients or not. Does it make sense? And after they became a client, then there is levels. Does it make sense? So what we're doing every time is make people that don't know us start knowing us. And amongst those that knows us, we make them become a client. Does it make sense? And after they become a client, we make them upgrade to the best offer. Does it make sense? So let's go to the next slide. So this phrase, this quote helps me a lot. So I run with those who want to run. I walk with those who want to walk. And I stop with those who need to stop. Here's the thing. The desires, they are not the same. Even on that room, we have 50 people here. There are some people who are, they are really biting everything I'm saying. They're enjoying. And some people are just like, let me see this Victor guy, Brazilian guru. Uh-huh. So here's the thing. After this presentation, some people are gonna be ready to do whatever we decide to do together. And some people are gonna be, I don't know if I like this guy. Does it make sense? And I could do the best presentation of all time. The likability, the probability that 100% of you guys love it is unlikely. And even if I suck, if my English is not understood, and my slides that you don't like the speeds, the rhythm, the pace, even if I mess up big time, it's unlikely that 0% are gonna like it. Doesn't make sense. So what I'm trying to say is that whenever you have an audience, there are people who wanna more, and there's some people that wanna okay, and some people don't like the experience and want zero out of it. Does it make sense? And if you understand those levels, you can profit big time. Next slide, Leo. Here's the thing. All you need to do seven figures is this structure, A, B, C. You don't need 5 different courses, 6 different offers, 10 different programs. Who here, how many offers, different offers do you have? Would you please write down different offers? How many do you have? One. Michael has one. Who else? 45. Come on, Pam. I feel busy and I feel a bit tired. Just like 45. Can you name all of them by heart? Probably you don't. Okay, you do. Okay, you're very, very committed to whatever you do. That's awesome. 7. Okay, Kassim. 4, Christina. I have 3 courses and 3 one-time pricing. 3, Erin. 12, Curtis. Hey guys, I'm gonna tell you something. More than 3 is too much. Nothing wrong about it. Maybe you're creative. Maybe you create several different stuff, right? But what if, do you guys know Netflix? Okay, so how many programs are there? Even more than 45, right? But how many tiers are there on Netflix? Hmm? Just what? You're in or out. Does it make sense? So you pay a membership, you pay recurring, and you have it all. Does it make sense? So for those of you who have 10, 12, 45 offers, maybe if you put everything into your members area and allow people just to apply to that, or maybe just subscribe to that, and whatever you create, you just add to your Netflix. Does it make sense? You can keep getting people recurring and paying year after year. So for making seven figures, you don't need four, five, 10 programs. You just need one. If you have one 10K offer, you only need 100 clients. If you have 1,000 clients, you only need 1,000 clients to make 1 million, right? And if you have both, the 10K offer and the 1K offer, you can put effort on both of them. You can fail on both of them and sum it up and then still win. Does it make sense? So if you have like 50 10K clients and 500 1,000 clients, you still get the 1 million. Does it make sense? And what would be the C? The C would be a downsell, would be like 100 course, would be like a workshop, would be like a paid seminar, would be like a less engaging, maybe low touch program. Does it make sense? And I know most of you guys at Teachable have programs like this. They pay you 100, they pay you 200,000, not thousand, sorry. They pay you 100, they pay you 200, or they pay $50 and they get something, right? So who here has a program on the C, on the C? Something that they pay low touch, yeah, low dollars. Do you have it, Kyle? Right? So you might want to create a B or an A offer. And this thing is gonna uplift your revenue. Does it make sense? So how does it happen in Brazil on my niche? Next slide. So in Brazil, I have my mastermind, it's 20K. It's only for seven-figure business owners. I have my mentorship program, it's 10K. It's for those who want to reach the seven figures. Does it make sense? And I have my mentor life, which is my 5K program. And I even have some smaller ticket things, but I don't spend a lot of time on those. Those sell automatic. Does it make sense? So I have several of those, not 45 like Pam, but I have several, right? And then when they join here, I upsell them on the other offers. Does it make sense? And I know Yas told me that you guys get worried. What should I offer them so that I can charge high ticket? Because who here want to charge highest tickets? Highest tickets. Who here want to charge higher tickets, right? But who here only will charge higher ticket if you provide higher value? Please show me your hands. So I know you care. And I don't like most of people that teach high ticket online because all they talk is about the money and they don't talk about transformation at all. Doesn't make sense. So I like the idea of high value because it's what you deliver to your people. But when you charge high ticket, you are allowed to offer a better service. Doesn't make sense? And you don't need to offer a lot to charge a lot. You just need to offer something different. Doesn't make sense? Again, I flew from Brazil to Dubai, Qatar Airlines, right? Point A to point B, the same amount of time, but they got me some different wine and the seat it becomes like a bed, but the A and B is the same. So what I'm saying is that you can get your flagship program and just create a better offer out of it. VIP. So you can offer like concierge level service. Does it make sense? You can offer like business hours Q&A through WhatsApp or something. Does it make sense? Yeah. You can offer some office hours. This is my thing. Every other Tuesday, every other Tuesday, so 2 times a month, I show up online and I stay online for 4 hours. I know for you that might be a bit frightening, a bit. Who here it's a turn off? Like 4 hours. 4 hours is a turn off. It's too much, right, Becky? It's too much, right, Michael? But here's the thing: I have hundreds of active clients in Brazil. So I show up twice a month for 4 hours, right? But that's not a recommend you making. You don't need to do that. Okay, Michael? Here's how you start. You just need 1 hour up to 2 hours, but not more than two. Maybe one is good enough. Every other week. Who here is busy? Who here is busy? I'm busy. Who here already works like 100% of the time on your business? 100%. So, Michael, I'm gonna tell you something. Katie and Pam, if you add a high ticket offer, that's gonna request your time, but it's not an extra time. It's a time inside those 100% of the time you already put on your business. The difference is you're gonna put that effort with the clients that pay you 10 times more. Does it make sense? Here's the thing. Some people ask me, oh, how much time do I need to be a mentor? And my answer is 1 or 2 hours every other week. That's the answer. Okay. But do you want to know the truest answer, the really real truth about being a mentor? I might say, Victor, how much time does it take to be a mentor? And I'm gonna answer, how much time does it take to be a dad, to be a mom? I get a bit emotional of it, but here's the thing. I'm a dad. I got married with the girl of my dreams, and now I have a baby daughter, and she's almost two. She changed my life completely. I'm not with her now. Oh, come on. Uh, uh, we just been to the swimming pool on the swimming class. I don't know if you can see her or not, but here's the thing. She's the love of my life, both of them. Those are my girls, right? But now I'm not with them. I'm here with you, right? Am I a dad now? I'm not with them now, but am I a dad? I'm a dad right now, right? I'm a dad 24/7. Does it make sense? I can't be a dad, half-time dad. There's no such a thing. Because you're not a dad only when you are with your daughter. You're a dad full time. Who here is a dad or a mom who have children? Okay. You are a parent 100% of your time. And being a mentor, it's exactly like that. I don't turn it off. I'm a mentor. Twice a month I show up live with them. But when I'm not with them, I'm I'm often thinking about them, thinking on creating content to them or solving their problems. Does it make sense? So of course it's gonna take time, but it's not extra time. It's just time on the time you already invest in your business. Does it make sense? But it's gonna be a time where you get a bigger ROI than what you already do. Does it make sense? Yes? Say show of hands, please, 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 please. Okay. So next slide. And I want to go faster and then do some Q&A because some people's minds are already exploding with all that. So all you need is the right offer at the right moment for the right client. And here's the thing. Next slide. I'd say you to offer the big rocks first. All of you guys heard of the value ladder. Did you guys are used to this? The value ladder. So you sell like a tripwire, something very cheap, and then do you guys know Ryan Dice? Who here knows Ryan Dice? Okay, he's very famous, right? In US. He's a friend of mine. I love Ryan. And he used to teach a tripwire offer, something like $7 or $50, or at most $97. And then you'd have like a core offer at 500, for instance, and then a profit maximizer at 5,000, right? And then you'd sell the low ticket first, and then you would upsell the medium ticket, and then upsell the highest ticket. Does it work? Yes, it works. But there is something that works better. And how do I know that works better? Because I test myself and always outperform this value ladder. And Ryan Dice himself is doing this the way I teach. He changed it. Next slide. This is what I call the upside down value ladder. Here's the thing. What do you think makes more sense? If you charge the $100 and then you end up charging 10,000, or if you're seen first as the guy that charged 10,000 and sometimes you offer something at $100. What would be more pleasant? What would be more welcoming? What would make more sense? So if you have the $100, the $1,000 and the 10K $1,000 offer, which one should you present first? I'd say you should present first the highest ticket offer. And I would illustrate that with a client of mine. I have a client, he lives in the States and he's a guitar player and he has a 1000 offer, a guitar course at 1000. And he sells very decently and he's happy with his life. Okay. And then I told him, Andy, you need to create a highest ticket offer. You should create a 5,000 offer. And so he did. So he trusted me and he created the offer. And try to guess, he got a lot of results, right? Who thinks he got a lot of results? Who thinks he failed big time? Guys, here I should show just my success stories, right? So that you feel like I'm the guru and then I sell a lot to you, right? I'm just sharing the truth. Andy got zero sales. Zero. How would you feel if I tell you to do a 5x offer and then you do it and then you fail and sell zero? How would you feel? Write down on the chat. Exhausted, wasted, fed up, right? Disappointed, pretty bad. So I'm gonna tell you, Andy is feeling awesome. And I'm tell you why. He's selling zero of the highest ticket offer, but he 5x'd his sales of the course. And here's why. Now, when someone gets to his profile, they sees the 5K offer. They wanna buy. Oh, honey, here's the mentorship program on guitar I found. The guy seems legit. I want to buy it. I love it. Yo, honey, go for it. How much is it? 5K. 5K! No can do. You can't do that. And blah, blah, blah. And then you know how it is, right? I'm a guitar player. Take a look at my guitars right there. So here's the thing. No wife allowed the guys to pay 5K. That's the truth. But then what happens? The guy goes back to the studio saying, well, I couldn't buy the 5K offer, but here's the deal. The 1K I can buy. And then they buy the 1K offer. So he's selling 5 times more the lowest ticket because of the price juxtaposition and because of the contrast. Does it make sense? So even when the high ticket fails, it makes you grow on sales on the low ticket offer. Does it make sense? Who does this? Restaurants do this every time. You know the wines, the wine list. You go down and there's a most expensive. When you order this wine, sometimes they don't even have it. It's there just to make other wines look cheaper. Magazines, they do that, like the brands, the clothing brands like Prada, Louis Vuitton, all this stuff. They show on the, how do you say, vitrine? Yes, how do you say, Leo? They show the most expensive dress and then all the others feel less expensive. Doesn't make sense at the display. Exactly, Michael, thanks for that. And here's the thing, who here could invite your clients to join your high ticket offer? Who here is considering offering something for the clients you have? Raise your hands. Ludi, Becky, Christina. Some people, they would offer the high ticket offer only for clients, but this is a mistake because here's the deal. Some people are ready to buy your highest ticket offer, but they wouldn't touch your low ticket offer. And I have some clients that would say, oh, I wouldn't offer a mentorship program if they're not my clients of my program. If they haven't been to my flagship program, they're not quite ready to my mentorship program because it's more advanced, right? And I get it. I totally get it. Who here wanna get your clients at a minimum level so that they can go to the next level with you? That makes sense, right? But here's the deal. Instead of making them join the beginner program and then the intermediate and then the advanced, you can sell the advanced straight away. And the solution for that is offering as those Russian dolls. Have you seen those Russian dolls? You have the biggest one, you open up, and there's a smaller one, and then you open up, there's a smaller one, and it goes forever. So whenever you sell your most advanced package, this should include the intermediate and the beginner offer. So that if they can afford and if they're interested and they buy the biggest ticket thing, they get everything below. Does it make sense? When you tap into this way of thinking, everything is easier. So you can just have 3 tiers of clients. Those on your master, they have access to your all. Those on your mentorship program, they have access to everything but the master. And those on the flagship program, smaller courses, smaller seminar. Does it make sense? How does it resonate so far? Would you please write down just one quote, one sentence anything on the chat so that we are on the same page, please. And now let's go to the next slide. Good, good, totally get it. Okay, so I'm gonna teach you now my template for getting high ticket clients. Who here has a 997 offer? 997. No, Kyle. What is your biggest ticket offer, Kyle? Write down, write down, write down. 297, Kassan. Who else? 125, okay. 20K. I like it, Kyle. So here's the thing. I'd like you guys to write down on the chat the ticket of the offer you have the most clients. So it doesn't matter. It's not your highest ticket offer. It's not your lower. It's just the offer that you have more clients on that level. Okay. And I'd like you to guys to do something like this. So if you have like 1,000 clients at $100, you'd write like this: 1,000 at 100. Okay. Just for me to grasp where you at. This thing I'm gonna share with you. This thing. No, come back, Leo. Well, yeah. This thing I'm gonna share with you, and I'm gonna give you the template, is gonna make you money today. And I know it's a very, very bold statement, right? But I've done this several times for several years, and it works, right? Here's the thing. Most at 25. How many, Joyce? Christina, how many at 3,000? Oh, Carrie has 6 clients at 450. Okay. Curtis has 1,700 at 49. So I'll pick you as an example. Can be? Christina has 12 at 3K. Okay, let's do Sana. 700 at 297. So here's the thing. Can you read? Here's your 997 back. You're gonna change 997 for the ticket you have the most. And you're gonna send this email to your clients. Okay? So I will show the template. I'll show the template. But before I show the template, I want to share the idea. You're gonna send all your clients an email that says, here's your money back and the precise amount of money they paid. And on that email, you're gonna invite them for your deepest level, for your highest end program. And then you're gonna offer 100% cash back if they apply to the new thing. Does it make sense? I'm gonna share with my numbers, okay? And then you're gonna change to yours, okay? I'm gonna walk you through this email. Let's go, Leo. Hi there. Some time ago, you enrolled on my program XYZ. I hope you had a great experience, such as client A, who achieved these awesome results, or client B, who got these awesome results, or client C, who managed to get this amazing outcome. Are you guys getting it? Here. So you show some proof, because when you say here's your money back, they can be attached to bad feelings or refund or something. But then you remind them that people are getting results in the program. Maybe they had, maybe they don't, but some people are having good results. Okay. So it's just a small paragraph to show proof that you have results. Okay. And then you keep on going. I'm emailing you because I want to give your money back. And then you say the exact same amount that they paid. Okay. What do I mean? I'm not saying you were dissatisfied or anything like that. The point is, I now have another program, more complete than the first one, that goes deeper into topic 1, topic 2, and topic 3 beyond what we covered before. Guys, look at me. Look at me. You're not creating new desire, okay? Look at me. You're not creating new desire. You're just offering more of the same, okay? Can you type on the chat 3 reasons why people buy from you? So people buy from me because they want to time freedom, money freedom, and work from anywhere in the world. They want to charge more, they want to have a good life and provide for their family. So 3 things that they want to go deeper. No, 3 results, 3 outcomes, 3 desires they have. What do you teach? Where's your niche? Write down. So if they buy from you because of XYZ, you're going to tell them, I have a program for those of you who want to go deeper on XYZ. You don't create another thing. You don't try to emulate another desire. You don't try to lead them in another direction. You just offer more of the same. Does it make sense? So Anthony, he teaches criminal justice and psychology. So on his program of criminal justice and psychology, he would say, hey, here's your 1,000 back. Here's the thing. I'm creating another program for those of you who want to go deeper on criminal justice and understanding psychology. How many percent of the clients that want to learn about leadership, emotional regulation from Christina want to learn more about leadership and emotional regulation? 100%. Does it make sense? All of our clients that want X, they want X. They want more of X. So all of them want that, right? Some of them needs more explanation and elucidation and details, but some of them don't. Does it make sense? What I'm teaching here is how to find the low-hanging trees, the low-hanging fruits from the trees. Does it make sense? So instead of trying to use a lot of words, we're using less words. Okay? So, Kyle, spiritual strength, emotional mastery. So, I'm creating a program for those of you who want to go deeper on spiritual strength and emotional mastery. How many percent of them wanted that? All of them. How many percent of them are eager to pay more for that? Some of them. Does it make sense? So, basically, what the email does is who here wants more? So, you're always getting a number greater than zero and lower than 100%. Does it make sense? So, since you enrolled my program XYZ, I believe you're gonna really love this one. This new program normally sells for 5K, but since you already pay 1,000 for the first product, I want to credit that amount toward your upgrade should you decide to move on to the complete program. So, does it make sense to you? If it does, simply reply this email saying I'm in. Guys, it can't go simpler than that. Who here can shoot that email today? Show hands. Kyle, will you? Ludi, Katie, really? Who else? Who else? Christina, Anthony, Carrie, I love it. And please let me know. Guys, shoot me a message on Instagram because these things with this email, it works every time. So if it doesn't work with you, we're gonna be the first one, okay? And let me know because then I'll have to stop saying it works every time. I'll say, oh, it works every time. Once this guy, Becky, oh, he tried, it didn't work. So if you want to be the first that fails, let me know. Okay? Okay? But here's the thing. Actually, it can fail if you don't have enough clients. So if you have 4 clients, maybe the 4 of them would say no. But if you have 100 clients, what are the chances you get 100 no's before you find some yeses? Does it make sense? Am I explaining the program? Nope. Am I going through the program? No. Am I walking through everything they get? No. I'm just asking, hey, you are a client because you want XYZ. Do you want more of XYZ? If you do, just say you want. Does it make sense? Victor, can I send the checkout link straight away? No. Victor, can I? No, just follow the templates, please. Don't mess up. Why is it important? Because it's easier just to reply saying I'm in, and then you send to the checkout. Does it make sense? So that you can follow up with them. It's unlikely that you get 100% of no's before you hit some yeses. So, Christina, you have 12 clients at 3K. If you do a 10K offer, maybe some of them would buy. Kassan, Sana, I don't know if that's how you pronounce your name. Would you enlighten me on that later?
It's
But
custom.
Kassan,
Yeah, yeah.
Kassan. So you have 1,700 people that paid you 297. If you offer something at 1,000 or 2,000 and just offer, they apply the difference. It's unlikely you're gonna have 1,700 no's before you get some yeses. Doesn't make sense. It's easy money. It's just a way of you just asking to your clients. Amongst those clients that you already have, who of those are eager to pay more to get more? Is it something all of you can do? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Questions about this email?
Yeah.
Kassan, you have a question?
Um, Actually, my
My
audience,
audience,
it's from
it's from
Pakistan
Pakistan
basically.
basically.
And
And
to charge them for some higher program, I'm seriously thinking for the first time after attending this. Actually, I was planning to launch something which is more cheaper than I'm offering right now. But after attending this, I'm seriously thinking, and your idea that inside every group there is a smaller group which pays you more. this is something which is shifting my paradigm. It's a great idea.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And whenever someone's sharing with their voice with me like he's doing now, I'd love all of you guys share with me on text or on chat. Is it cool? So anyone here with an objection? Oh, I can't do this because of XYZ. Anyone? This is easy peasy. It's the easiest money you can ever find. Because if they say yes to this, it's because they're happy with your deliverable. They honor you. Who here love Friends? The soap opera, the TV series, the Friends. Oh, Kyle doesn't like. I just missed Kyle. Okay. So amongst those of you who like Friends, who here would pay to get an extra season of Friends? Any fans here? No, Michael, no, no, stop it, stop. Becky would, Carrie would, who here would? Some people would. So always a group of people, always a smaller group eager to pay more to get more. And this goes, it's, there's a word for this, which is not exponential, fractal, fractal. You know, fractal, that word, it's fractal, it's forever. So amongst your clients, there's always a couple of them who are eager to pay more to get more. Okay? And consider that some of your clients, they're your biggest fans. And there's another thing. Some of you might think, oh, they wouldn't pay more to me because they're not fans. I'm not their idol. I'm not fan of Qatar Airlines. I'm not a fan. I'm fan of my wife. I pay 10 times more because I love Natalia, not because I love Qatar Airlines. So some people are gonna pay your VIP offer because they are VIPs, not because you are VIPs. Does it make sense? Really? Okay. Oh, Quio just asked here, should I?
Which platform do you offer? I mean, do you use normally for offering your offers?
Can you repeat again, please?
Which platform normally do you use to give your offers?
Okay, yes, can I answer that?
Yeah.
Am I allowed to?
I can answer for you.
Sorry,
Okay,
it's a teachable.
no, here's the thing. There's a company that bought Teachable in US, and the name is Hotmart. It's the biggest info producer platform in the world. So I've been using Hotmart for 10 plus years in Brazil. I know that in US and even international in English, it's not that common. Maybe you don't know that word, but it's the mother company of Teachable. Does it make sense? And in Brazil, it's very, very known. It's
Which
number one.
platform?
I was going to say that it's called Hotmart. It's what Teachable does, but for Brazil and Latin America. So for you, Kasem, it would be Teachable.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
using.
not using another
Um,
company. It's just the company that owns Teachable. Just, but it doesn't matter. It definitely doesn't matter.
yeah.
I have
It's
a
like
quick question.
Teachable. Oh, I'm sorry, Michael. It's like Teachable is the arm of Hotmart in the US and Europe.
I'm using Teachable for last 4 years, and now I have 4,800 students on a Teachable. Out of them, I have sold $297 offer to 1,700 people. Yeah, from Pakistan.
That's nice.
Congratulations.
Hey,
Thank you.
hey, use that email and tell me how it goes, okay? And Kyle just asked here, should we make the offer to the next reasonable step or the highest? Go for the highest. Always the highest. It's always better to go to the highest and then downsell them, then sell the lower and then upsell them. It's always best to offer the highest ticket first and then go down selling from there. Does it make sense? All cool?
Yeah.
Okay, guys, I know some people are leaving, which is sad. If you leave, we're gonna regret big time because not only I have more to share with you, but I have an invitation for a couple of you who want more. So if you can stick with me, I will stay for for the next 56 minutes. So if you want to stay, that's gonna be awesome. I'll give you more value and then I'll make an offer. Are you cool with that?
I was going to
Only if
say
it makes
this,
sense.
Victor. I think people might imagine that this is a Q&A session now and that it's over, but it's not over, guys. We have 1 hour and a half scheduled, and Victor has a lot of content coming up. So, but do we still have time for one more question?
Of course, that's my main thing. Questions?
Michael, do you want to make your
Y-
question?
Yeah, yeah, I wanted to ask a question. Sorry, I'm sick. It's really annoying for me to type right now. Um, you talked a lot about live mentorship, and for some of us it may work, for others it doesn't, for whatever reason. Everyone has their own reason. So I'm curious if that high ticket offer that you're talking about that we should upsell to in that with the template that you showed. Does it have to include something live, like a coaching or mentorship component, or it can simply just have more of something digital? Have you
Of
seen any
course,
success with it? Mhm.
of course, you don't need to offer any kind of live interaction. So if you're selling one course, you can upsell them on paying 5 times more to get 50 times more. Does it make sense? So you can offer bundles, you can offer more concierge, VIP, Q&A, like asynchronous. You don't need to do anything like. So on the mentor life, there's no you need to or you have to. It's just you can do. You might do. Does it make sense? I like the idea of being live with them because twice a month for 1 hour, actually your clients are paying you for research. Here's the thing. I wouldn't be able to sell the millions I sell if I didn't connect with them. And one thing is reading their emails. Another whole different game is talking to them, as I'm doing right now with you, Michael. You could fill my survey, you could text me or type. I wouldn't get your tone, I wouldn't get the way you feel, the way you breathe, right? If you miss this opportunity, you're missing big time. So spending time with your best clients twice a month for 1 hour. I know for some people it's scary, but for me, that would be scary not to do this because that's how I keep sharp. That's how I keep connected with the pain points of my clients and their fears, their desires. So instead of paying a copywriter, my best clients write copy for me because I listen to them. Does it make sense? It's so powerful. And not tapping into that opportunity is costing you guys a lot of money. Does it make sense? But answering you lighter, it's yes, you can offer a bundle of stuff and no interaction, but it's just not the best way to do it. Does it make sense? Cool? You cool, Michael?
Victor, your mic is off. We can't listen you.
Okay, now it works. Thanks, Sana. Okay, so maybe we should turn off other people's audios, maybe. So here's the thing. Do you guys know Dean Jackson? Dean Jackson. Guys, just for me to feed my ego, would you type on the chat 1 out of 10, 1 to 10, 10 if you're enjoying a lot, or 1 if you're not liking, and 5, anything in between, just for me to feel good and keep on going. Okay, okay, yeah, okay. 9.999. Oh, you're very hard to satisfy, Michael. 12. I'd like 12, Kyle. I'm gonna sell you something soon. Okay, next. So, do you guys know Dean Jackson? So this guy is a genius. He's a email marketing genius. So he wrote this email called 9 word email, and is the email that is known for reviving leads from the dead. Who here has a dead email list? Maybe. Yes, Pam, do you? So here's the email. You only use 9 words. Are you still interested on XYZ? So on my case, sometimes I have a dead email list. Say, hey, do you still want my help on scaling your business? Do you get it? So it's small, it's one sentence only, and it demands an answer, yes or no. Does it make sense? So this email you can send to your whole list, all those disengaged. And when I say email, this could be WhatsApp, this could be SMS, it could be texting, okay? It could be a message on Instagram, it doesn't matter. It's messaging. Does it make sense? So this email here is pure gold. I made millions out of this email. Just asking, hey, are you still interested on XYZ? Are you still interested in criminal philosophy? Philosophy, no, psychology, sorry. Right? So you just start a conversation. And if they say yes, you engage, say, hey, I have a new program, something more intimate, more deep. Maybe you're interested. Does it make sense? Oh, Sana said, oh, it's 6 words email. Hey, buddy, you got it. It's nine, more or less nine. Just one sentence. Are you still interested on, do you still want my help on XYZ? Cool. Is it good? Golden nugget? Yeah. Next. And do you guys want to add recurring revenue to your top line and your bottom line? Who here wants more recurring revenue? Okay. So, do you want to add recurring revenue with 2 words? 2 words. Here's how you do it. Whenever you're pitching something, whatever you're pitching, you just add those 2 words per year. So whatever you're selling, oh, I have this course. It's going to teach you X, Y, Z, and you're going to be able to do X, Y, Z, and it's going to be awesome. It's going to give you results X, Y, Z. It only costs 10,000 per year, or it only costs $50 per year. So whatever you're selling right now, you could just add 2 words per year. There's a producer here in Brazil. His name is Wendell Carvalho. He's biggest number one in Brazil. And this guy, he had a program that he sells a lot. And then I told, hey, guy, it's not a program, it's a community. You should add community and charge people per year. And he said, no, it's a program. They buy once, they get it forever. I said, no, 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 forever is too long. Forever is too much time, right? So instead of offering forever, offer per year. I don't know if it's possible to do that on Teachable. Is it, Yas? Sell access for a period of time or
It is.
recurring?
We
It
can
is.
do
We can do
subscription.
subscriptions.
Yes.
Yes. So you can bundle up everything you have and offer access per year. So then you become your Netflix, the Netflix of your niche. Just grab whatever 450 programs Pen has inside and put into a members area on Teachable and charge recurring. But don't do that monthly, do that yearly. Because if you do monthly, people can leave 11 times a year, 12 times a year. If you charge yearly, they can bail only once a year. And if they don't, they stick for one more year. Does it make sense? Okay, next slide. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Social selling. Who here knows what social selling is? Okay, social selling is what I'm gonna do with you guys on Instagram. So who here started following me on Instagram? Raise your hands. And if you didn't, shame on you. You should follow me. And here's what I do when people follow me on Instagram. Most of the time, I ignore completely because I can't talk to everyone. Because in Brazil, I have more than 600,000 followers. But when I see someone that looks like my ideal client, I reach out to them and I send a message. So if you go here on followers, Instagram already show you all your followers by order. So Anthony, I guess Anthony is here, right? Anthony is here in this call, maybe. Oh, Anthony. Hi, Anthony. So you start following me on Instagram, right? So I shoot you a message. It could be audio, it could be text, and the message goes something like this. Hey, Anthony, I saw you start following me. Are you here just for the free content or you want my help on scaling your digital business? Take a look. I just sent you an audio, Anthony. And I do this with not every follower, but every follower that matches my criteria. Does it make sense? Some followers are very strange and weird, right? I don't need to talk to someone that has like a pet picture instead of a profile picture. Does it make sense? But if they look like my ideal client, I send them a message like this. So first thing, I welcome them. So are you here for the free content or do you want my help scaling your digital business or creating your high ticket? Does it make sense? So I didn't invent this. I didn't create this. I learned this through a guy called Dan Martel. Do you guys know Dan Martel? And Taki Moore? They're both my mentors. So I learned a lot through them in person and live online. So I'm doing this and I'm making tons of cash with that. So if I have a magazine, like a store, and if you own a store in a shopping mall, and someone enters your store, like a store like that sells clothing, like clothes, don't you want your people to say, "Hey, welcome. Do we need some help?" This is basic, right? Instagram is my store, so whenever people reach out there, I should welcome them. But we don't do that. Who here is not doing that? Raise your hands. So you're not treating people as they should be treated. Does it make sense? Someone is going to treat them well and they're going to get their business. Cool? So if they start following me, there's a reason for that. Some of them they say, "Oh, I'm here for the content." Okay, but some of them say, "Hey, actually, I want your help," and then they become clients in less than 24 hours, and I close them on chat. So first, welcome. Are you here for this or that? Are you here for the free content or you want to help scaling? And then I talk to them, and then I qualify. Are you already selling or starting from scratch? Do you have a high ticket offer you want to create? And then we do like a small talk in there, just for me to understand their moment. And then I ask them if they need some help. Hey, do you need some help? Yes or no? Do you want my help on that? Yes. And then I invite them to my process. Does it make sense? Is it something all of you can do? Yes or no? Raise your hands if you can do that or more of that. Cool. Next slide. And then I send them to my sales process. Next slides. Oh, Leo. Next. Leo is sleeping. Oh, he's back. So here's the thing. How do you sell high ticket? I sell high ticket with 4 questions. Who here want to learn the 4 questions that close high ticket clients? Raise your hands, or I'm not sharing. Oh, Kyle wants. Okay. So I didn't invent this. I learned this through my mentor, Andrei Parabellum. He's the biggest name in Russia. Sadly, he passed away on COVID, and he's a huge friend of mine, and I miss him a lot. But before he passed away, he taught me those 4 questions, and I closed millions with those questions, millions of dollars. The 4 questions are, and before I go with the 4 questions, I might explain why does it work. When you sell a course or a program, you're selling them, so you're proving something to them. But when you sell high ticket, the psychology is reversed. So what I learned from Andre is how to reverse polarity so that instead of me trying to pitch them, I make them pitch me. Does it make sense? So instead of me trying to prove my program is good, they should prove themselves on how I should take them on my program. And how do I do that? By asking those 4 polarizing questions. So the first question is, why do you think being a part of this program is the right opportunity for you? When you ask that, your lead is going to start saying, why do they think you're going to be helpful for them? So it's not you selling your program to them, it's them selling your program to themselves. Agreed? Does it make sense? Second question, I have several people that are interested, but I can't take all of them as clients. Why do you think I should take you as a client? And then they start selling themselves to you. Does it make sense? Oh, you should take me because I'm coachable. You should take me because I have several clients. And if I apply what you taught here, I can go to the next level and I'm going to be a case study. Does it make sense? 3, the price for this program is $50,000. Can you afford this? Yes or no? So you say the price beforehand. Who here does strategic sessions, discovery calls, or all this bullshit? Sorry for that. But Kyle, I know it works. But sometimes you feel regretful because you lost 40 minutes or maybe 1 hour with someone that looked like the perfect fit just to go to discover that they're empty. Their pockets are empty. They're broke. They can't pay. Have you ever lived this? So I don't know if you talk to 4 people to close one, 8 people to close one. Some people talk to 10 plus people to close one. When you close, you're happy. But the 9 people you talk and don't close, you feel regretful. Is it accurate? Just describe how you wrote. Okay. So here's what I do. Instead of hiding the price, I show the price and they say yes or no. And if they say no, they're saying no to themselves. And I don't waste time with them. No tire kickers, no freebie seekers. Business that make less than $1 million per year, they fail because they spend too much time with those who are not gonna buy. Time is the most valuable asset you have. So listen up. Kyle does strategic sessions or free sessions or any kind of this stuff. This works, okay? But my process works in a different way. I'm not saying it works better. Actually, it works worse than strategic sessions. So if I have like 10 leads, I might close 2 with strategic sessions. But with the process I teach, I'll close just 1. But for closing 1, I would have to talk only to 2. But on the strategic sessions, I'd have to talk to 10 of them to close 2. I'd rather talk to 2 and close 1 than talk to 10 and close 2, because time is my most valuable asset. When you do a strategic session, you spend 40 minutes, 1 hour, sometimes more than 1 hour. When you roll the calls as I teach, you spend 15 minutes, not more than 20, or you're doing something wrong. So, Kyle, how would it be to vet people that can't pay before you hop on a call? And instead of spending 40 minutes plus, you just spend 20 minutes closing the client. Do you like it? Sign me in. So the solution for that, the trick is sharing the price beforehand. Sharing the price beforehand might make you lose some clients. But what do you think of a client that sees the price and freaks out? They wouldn't be a good client anyway. So when you do the way I teach, you sell less, but you sell for the right client. My right client is not afraid of my pricing. They like it. Does it make sense? So if I hide the price and then I have to enroll them with 1 hour talk, 1 hour call, and then they buy, and if they're fearful, I can handle their objections and then they pay. I feel like I'm a hero, right? And they feel abused. Are you getting what I'm saying or not? If you put a lot of effort on selling, you'll have to put a lot of effort on delivering. But when you reverse polarity and make them prove themselves to you, it's easy to sell and it's easy to deliver. Does it make sense? So the only way you can go wrong with those high ticket sales is if you sell too much or if you sell to the wrong people. Go back 1 slide, Leo, please, because the 4th question is one of the most important and people forget about it. What's your expectations? Hey, Kyle, if I take you as a client, what must have happened after 6 months we were together so that you think it was worth it? And then Kyle would share his expectations. And whatever he says, I'd lower their expectations. People teach you to pick their dreams and put higher, right? Higher visions of themselves. Actually, I lower their expectations. Because if they accept me lowering their expectations, they're easy to work with. Some clients, it doesn't matter how much you deliver, they're never satisfied. Who here ever got a never satisfied client? And raise your hands. So you know Pam, so you know Christina, so you know Anthony. So the problem is not the client. The problem is you getting the client. So next slide, the power of saying no. If you find a client that doesn't seem like the right fit, next slide, you should say no to them. You should go back 1. You should say no to the bad client. If you have a client that you don't think you're going to deliver results or you don't think you're going to enjoy spending time with them, just reject them, deny, say no. Cool? So I teach high ticket, yes, but I don't teach you to sell as much as you can. I teach you to sell to the right person. Cool? And the power of saying no is what allows you to say yes to the right person. So because I say no to a lot of clients that are not a good fit, it allows me to pursue the yeses when I see someone that I can work with. Does it make sense? When I see someone that I can help, I don't let them go. I'm allowed to find the yes because I said no. How to turn down a client? Talita, you can just say, hey, I don't think it's the right moment for us to work together. Feel free to apply again in the future if the situations change. And then you can point away. So get more clients, or try this first, or buy my course first. Here's the thing. When you have this kind of application process, you're going to make some high ticket sales. But all of those who say no or that you say no to, you can downsell them on your program. Does it make sense? Is it something you can do? Yes or no? Type on the chat, yes or no, if it makes sense. Okay, next slide. Oh, I guess that's all I had. So my last quote for you is for you to remember that life is too short for you not to be everything you came to be on this earth. I really do believe that we can count the days we have in here, and we don't have much. We just have a bunch. So let's do our best. So let's be bold. Let's let's become who we need to become to honor our Father. Cool? Cool. Okay. So guys, questions for me? Would you raise your physical hand or your virtual hand? So let's go Anthony first and then Carrie. And I'd love Pen to have a question if she's game. Go.
Yes, I just started. And as you see, I don't have any clients as of yet. And I'm contemplating cutting one of my programs. I have the psychology courses and criminal justice courses. I'm retired law enforcement, and I'm a PhD in psychology. And I don't want to do that, but I'm trying to see where I need to go to find customers.
Okay, they're all over, Anthony, all over. You just need to find your traffic sources. Might be Instagram, might be LinkedIn, might be somewhere else, might be YouTube, might be coding outreach. You can reach out to people, or maybe you can even find locally partners that have access to whoever could be your client. The main thing is that you figure out one traffic source, one, and then pursue that. But before you think about traffic source, you need to have an offer that converts. And that's one of the things I teach too. Okay, I'll just do a bit of Q&A, and then only if you agree, I will offer something for you guys, for those of you who want more of this. And just to prove my point that whenever I have a group of people, there's always a smaller group of people that are eager to pay more to get more. Who here wants more from me? Hmm? Ludi, Carrie, yes, who else? Yes, of course, Christina. Okay, so I'll do a bunch of Q&A and then I'll make an offer. Cool? Cool. So next question. I guess it's
Yeah,
Carrie
yeah,
and then no, it's Marva first, then Carrie. Go.
yes. Hello, hello. You mentioned on your fourth question to get their expectation. Then you said to lower their expectation. What did you mean by getting their expectation and lowering their expectation?
Perfect. So sometimes people fill the form and say, "Hey, Victor, I need to make 7 figures this year with your help." I helped several people reaching 7 figure and plus. But if they're starting out from scratch, can they make 7 figures before they make six? No. So when they say, I want to make 7 figures, I lower their expectations. What if you don't make seven, you make six? So if their expectations is six, what if you don't make 6 figures, but you make your first 10K offer? So whatever they say, I lower their expectations and I see how they behave. There's just two options. They behave well because they're coachable, they're trainable, and they understand that life has its own rhythm and pace. Or they say, no, I need to make 7 figures. And then I understand they're crazy. And then I don't touch it. I don't work with crazy people. Right? So whatever they say, I lower their expectations and see how they feel. If they feel uncoachable at that moment, if they're uncoachable on the first moment, they're going to be uncoachable throughout the whole program. Does it make sense?
Okay, yeah, yeah. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, Marva. And you, who's next? Carrie.
Okay, Victor.
Oops. I don't know who's next. I guess
Hello?
Carrie and then
Kerry? Hi.
hi.
Hi. Yeah, so I've been doing coaching for about 10 years, one-to-one coaching, and doing online courses, not through Teachable. I'm just starting with Teachable now and wanting to do a self-study course on Teachable so that I can reach more people, make it more accessible. but I really like the idea of the combination of self-study and mentoring, and I just wondered how you thought that might work. So the clients that I've worked, the one-to-one clients and the courses that I've done in the past, there's quite a lot of warm clients out there because of the people that I've been working with, and they'd like to be able to share something with other people who may not be able to afford to do one-to-one, but would like the content. But I just wondered how a self-study course with mentorship might work. Does that make sense?
Gold. Yes, this is amazing, Carrie. So here's the thing. If you have a book and it's like an 8-chapter book, you can transform it into a 8-module course and charge 10 times more, right? If you have a 10-module course, video course, self-study, you can add 10 meetings, 10 online, like this, meetings here, and charge 10 times more again. So a book you would sell for $50, you can make a course for $500, and you can make a mentorship program for $5,000 for the same content. Here's the thing. People pay different kind of prices for the same content in a different way. So what is more valuable? Book or course? Course. What is more valuable? Course or mentorship program? Mentorship program. What is more valuable? A mentorship program or a mastermind? A mastermind. So the same curriculum provided in different ways, there's different price tags attached. Oh, Victor, that can't be true. Oh, it can. So how much is a bottle of water? If you buy in the bar, is a price. If you buy in a restaurant, is another price. If you buy in a Michelin-starred restaurant, is another price. And if you buy in the airport, you can't afford it, right? I'm kidding. But it's far more expensive at the airport, right? It's the same bottle of water, right?
So if you have a self-study course, do you sell that on its own and then have another product that's a self-study course plus the mentorship, or do you just sell the two things together?
You can do both. So I like to enlighten you with illustrations, right? So if you join a gym, right? You just pay for the gym. Is the gym enough and everything you need? Yes. It's all there. All the things that you can, yeah. And then I can offer, hey, do you want a personal trainer to walk you through the exercise and be with you every day? And then you can add this. So when you say, I have a self-study course, what do I need to add to charge 10 times more? Just drop the self, or you have the self-study on your pace, and we're going to do every other week office hours, or every week you're going to have a meeting with someone from my team, and this could be you or someone like a tutor helping you deliver. It doesn't need to be you. Does it make sense? You just add a layer of service and mentorship. Does it make sense, Carrie?
Yeah. That's really helpful. Really helpful. Thank you.
That's cool. And there's another thing
Okay,
too.
Victor,
If you
I
have
just want to
results,
share a small.
go. No, just one
Yeah.
second. Because hey guys, if you have clients with results, you can offer a mastermind where they just hang out together and they share their success stories and they share what's working for them. Does it make sense? Cool. Kassan is the last one, and then I'll go to the offer and then more
Yeah.
Q&A.
I just want to share one small experience of mine that uh, the client I'm acquiring, the students I'm acquiring, is through my own Facebook profile, and I also have created a Facebook group, and I nurtured this group for last 4 years. I have 90,000 plus people there, and yeah, and actually I teach eBay, the world's second largest e-commerce marketplace. So while sitting in Pakistan, I have my students all over the world, uh, and most of the students are from Pakistan, and in Pakistan they do not pay through the Visa or the Mastercard. They send the payments manually in the bank. So I have hosted my videos on the Teachable for last 4 5 years, and I charge from them manually. So all the creators, they will be needing a consistent supply of their students or clients. So in my experience, I have found Facebook is a very amazing place, and your Facebook group and your own Facebook profile to get your clients from there and get them to your teachable school. So, as Anthony was asking about this, that how he can, get his clients. So, as Anthony is starting, Anthony and all the other creators who are starting, or even if they are in the mid, so everybody is on Facebook. Everybody in Pakistan and US and in the UK, Australia. So my experience with the Facebook is great, and I'm daily getting the clients from the Facebook. Yeah.
That's cool. Thank you. And Facebook is an amazing place to find clients. But it doesn't matter. If you have like a big group and if you don't have an offer, you make zero. So that's why I said
Yeah,
offers
obviously,
comes
obviously.
first and then audience. Cool. Okay.
Teachable.
Guys, from 1 to 10, how much value did I deliver on this small presentation? Please write down in the chat, please. Let's go, because I'm excited. Okay, 10. Oh, 7, pen. I'll add more value to the next one. Okay? Or maybe you should ask me one question. Sometimes the what is good for another person maybe is not exactly what you need. And I take it personal, but it's okay. 10, I like this. Yes. Guys, you don't need to like everything I share. Just one idea might change it all. So Peter's a 10, Simone 10, Anna 10, Christina 10, Carrie 10, Anthony 10. Thank you. So if I provided some value, it's okay if I offer a way for you to stay with me for longer and we keep on working together. Can I sell you? Can I sell you guys? So write down in the chat, please sell me, Victor, sell me. Write down, write down. And I'm doing this in a very fun way and maybe exaggerated. And I do this just for allow you to be frank and to be upfront. Sometimes people they are afraid of selling, but I believe that selling is the best thing I can do. Because if you like what I share with 1 or 2 hours, try to imagine what we can do together 6 months working together. So when you do your presentations, after you do the value delivering, you should shift to the selling mode. And sometimes people at that moment they freak out, they get fearful or something, but you should do the opposite. You just say, hey, this is the value. If you want to leave, leave, but I have something for those of you who want more. Does it make sense? And as I said before, there's always in a group a smaller group of people that are eager to pay more to get more. So Yaz said, please sell me. Okay, go for it. Michael said, and Cassim said, sell. Okay, I'll go. But before I do that, I want to ask you, if you go back one slide, please, Leo. So if you're gonna make a high ticket offer, how much are you gonna charge? Go back one slide, Leo. How much are you gonna charge on your high ticket offer? No, next. Write down on chat how much. No, go back one, Leo. It's like funny. Okay, how much are you gonna charge?
Is it the
If you're
back?
gonna charge a high ticket offer, how much is gonna be your ticket? How much are you gonna charge? If you're gonna charge 5, 10, 20 times more, what's gonna be your ticket? Kyle, you already have a 20K offer. You can charge 40, 50. Okay? So write down in the chat how much are you going to charge on your new high ticket offer or your enhanced high ticket offer. Pen is going to charge 5K. Simone is going to charge 3330. Cassim is going to charge 1,000. I like it. Please never lower than 1,000. Please. Kyle is going to 2x and charge 40K. I believe it, Kyle. Let's go. Peter is going to charge 4K. Michael, 1.5. I like it. Marva, 4K. Katie, 5K. Christina, 30K. I love it. So, next slide. How many people are you going to serve on the next year at this ticket? How many people can you get? How many mentees can you get? Write down on the chat. How many people? 20? Okay. 10. Okay, 10. There's nothing is too much, nothing is too little. It's just a number. Okay, 10. Okay, 25. Okay. And now do the math. One times the other. If you multiply the number of clients for the ticket, you get the next slide, which is how much is your mentor life worth it? So make the math. Next slide, Leo. Next slide. Leonardo, próximo slide. Please. It's not going. Oh, back. I guess there's a lag. There's a lag. Technical issues. Go back. So first I ask, no, back one more. One back. Now, how much is your mental or life worth? So write down in the chat. If you multiply the number of clients for the ticket you can charge, this is the sum you can make in 1 year. So for Peter, it's 80K up to 240K. Who else? Would you type in the chat, please? 300,000, Christina. Who else? Just multiply number of clients for the ticket. Pen is going to sell 10 clients at 5K, is going to make 50,000. Okay, and Martin, 500,000. Okay, for Michael, it's going to be 15,000. It's okay. 400,000 for Kyle. And guys, let's be open and honest. Who here, just by talking to me, you feel more courageous and more bold and more excited than when you're alone? Who here admits that just by talking to me, you're more confident on yourself? Ben, who else? I know there's more people. Carrie and Katie, I know I have this effect on people, right? So let's lower the expectations because paper takes everything, right? So what if the plan just don't go as planned? What if life's beat you harder than you expect? So let's just slash a half. So if you said 500, let's go 250. If you said 80,000, let's go 40,000. Marva, if you said 40,000, let's go 20. Because even when you slash by half, I guess it's still worth it. Does it make sense? And what is worth it more? $100,000 or being able to make $100,000? I believe that knowing how to make $100,000 is worth it more than $100,000 because you can do it again and again and again. Does it make sense? Yes? Yes or no? Yes? So next slide. Here's the thing. I'd like to invite you guys to be my mentees for the next 6 months. Do you want to be my mentee? For the next 6 months, I will personally guide you to create, sell, deliver, and scale your high-ticket program, regardless if you're starting from scratch or if you're experienced as Kyle is. So next slide. Here's how it's going to work. It's not a course, it's not theory, it's guided execution with me by your side personally. And here's the thing. In Brazil, I have hundreds of case study stories. I have lots of client success, but in US, I'm just starting out. So I need this to work. And I'm gonna be with you because I need to create those first success stories. And we're gonna do this together. So what do you get? You get your mentorship created from scratch, your new offer or your upgraded offer, if you already have one, as Kyle does. You're gonna find a predictable way to sell high ticket every day if you want to do so. You'll discover a delivery format that creates real client transformation every time. Because the first cohorts you're gonna hold, the first clients, you're gonna make an offer and sell. But what's gonna sell your second cohort is the success stories of the first cohort. So a lot of people teach you how to sell. I teach you how to sell, but I also teach you how to deliver in a way that the clients get happy and stay with you throughout time. I have clients that are active with me for 2 years, 4 years, 6 years. I have 4 clients there with me for 11 years in a row, paying me every year. And I say that to make a sale, it's not that hard. You don't need to be very clever. You just need to be good at making offers. But to sell again and again and again to the same clients, you must deliver. Does it make sense? So that's what I'm gonna make you able to do. You're gonna sell and sell again to the same clients again and again and again. And I'll lead you on the foundation to scale to 100 mentorship clients and more. Now I have 300 active clients on my program, and I'm going to teach you up to 100 active clients on that high ticket offer, only if you want to scale. But for some of you, you only need 2, 3, 4, or 10 new clients, and it's going to be worth it already. Cool. And you're going to have direct access to me across 6 live online meetings. So every month, I'm going to be live like this in a Zoom setting with smaller amounts of people. You're going to be able to ask me questions. And we're going to be on a WhatsApp group with my personal phone. So you can ask me questions. And here's why. I need you guys to thrive. Does it make sense? The amount of money I'm gonna charge you is not gonna be cheap because I teach you how to sell high ticket. So I need to sell high ticket, right? But every time you pay gets back to you multiplied, or it's free. Okay? So next slide, and I'm gonna explain how it works. More than your money, I need your time. I need your success story. I need your results. So at stage one, you're going to create your mentorship structure and promise. I'll teach you the right delivery format. I'll teach you how to make a premium pricing. And the outcome is your mentorship is real and ready to be sold at meeting one. You're ready to sell at the first week already. And then we're gonna go deeper on different ways of selling. Kyle already knows how to sell through this kind of strategic sessions. I'm gonna teach him other ways of selling through VSL, webinar, presentations like this, with the phone, sell by chat. I'll teach several ways of selling so that you can pick your preferred one and stick to it. If you're already selling high ticket, you're gonna add one sales process to whatever you do. You're gonna learn the sales model that match your personality. It's not one size fits all. I'm gonna teach you all my toolbox and you're gonna pick what serves you well. And we're gonna customize it for you. You're gonna learn how to sell to cold, to warm, and to hot lead conversion. You're gonna get someone from following you on day zero and becoming a client the fastest you can, right? And I'm going to teach you how to ethically sell high ticket. And the outcome is predictable client enrollment. Then we go to deliver and we go deep on that. I'm going to teach you how to create breakthrough to your clients so that the success of one client become the permission to other clients to thrive. Does it make sense? I'll teach you how to retain the clients and make them renew with you throughout time. I'll teach you how to deliver effortless in a way that is easy and lightweight for you and fits your life. And the outcome is for you to be a mentor that delivers comfortable and long-term clients, clients that stay with you forever. I can't promise forever, but I have clients that are with me for more than 10 years paying every year. Who here wants clients with lifetime value that stays for years with you? Raise your hands. Let me see. Okay. And the fourth stage, we'll talk about scale. So for selling a couple of high ticket offers, you don't need team, you don't need structure, you don't need tools, you don't need anything. But for going 100 clients and more, you're gonna need a team, you're gonna need tools, you're gonna need systems. This is optional. Write down in the chat, optional. You don't need stage four. It's only for those of you who wanna go and scale for 100 more active clients. I know most of you just want 10 clients, 20 clients, one client just to prove a point. So this scale part is 100% optional. You don't need to go this route. It's only if you want a scalable mentorship machine. And the final adjustments, we close all gaps, we refine and validate everything you have, and then you're free and ready to go to the world and live your mentor life. Cool? Outcome, absolute clarity, zero loose ends, and you can count on me anytime. I would say 24/7, but maybe it's too much. But I'll be available for you on WhatsApp whenever you need. Cool? Next slide. 6 months container. So all 5 stages condensed in 6 months of high intensity execution, with me demonstrating live how to build a mentorship from scratch. And during this program, you will create your mentorship, sell your mentorship program, deliver with confidence, and prepare to scale if you desire to scale. Bonuses. Who wants bonuses? Who likes bonuses? Yes? So, first bonus, my toolbox, all my templates, all my assets, not only to sell, but also to onboard your clients, deliver, retain, and scale. Everything plug and play. Who here knows Alex Ramosi by any chance? Alex Ramosi? Yeah. So I was one of his top affiliates, top 50 affiliates in the world. So I went to the headquarters in Vegas and watched the launch, the brief, and everything. So it was a really nice experience. And I run a debrief of his launch with everything he did that went well so that you can learn with his model too. So I'll give you as a gift my view as a top affiliate of the biggest launch in the world. He sold more than $105 million in 72 hours, 3 days. And I was there as one of the top affiliates, and I want to share my experience supporting this launch. And I'm gonna offer a 30-day risk-free guarantee. So if you join the program and if you start to implement, if you start asking me questions, either you feel momentum and you feel you're growing, or it's free, right? Cool. So next slide. How much is gonna cost? In Brazil, my mastermind is 20K, my yearly mastermind. And my mentorship program for those who wanna make the seven figure is 10K. And I guess that's the minimum you should charge. But for you guys here at Teachable, I want to offer something different because I believe it's the seed of something that is going to be big. I don't know how many of you are joining the program now, but I believe I'm going to get my first couple of clients. And on the success of those first couple of clients, I'm going to build it again in English. In Brazil, I have 600,000 followers. In Brazil, I have 637,000 followers. In US or internationally in English, I have less than 200, not 200,000, 200. So it's like going back on time and starting again in English. And I really value those of you who honor these moments to create something from scratch. So nothing is pre-recorded. We're gonna do this live, you and me. So if you want in, just scan this QR code and maybe Leo can post the link in here so that you can join. And yeah, I guess that's it. And if you're curious about the price, I can enlighten you with that. Show me the next slides. So in Brazil, I charge 20K for my mastermind for those doing seven figures plus, and I charge 10K for those of you doing less than seven figures. But those 6 meetings, those 6 months with me, and the guarantee and all the bonus, the investment is only $10,000. If you make two sales at 5K, it's already paid for. And that's exactly what I charge in Brazil. But remember, I feel like Superman in Brazil and still a bit like Clark Kent in English. And that's why I'm making something special for you guys today. So if you join today, instead of paying 10K, you can pay only half of it. So it's $5,000. And either you get positive ROI or it's free. And guys, it's written 30 days, right? But I'm gonna tell you something. If you stick with me for those 6 months, even if it takes 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, if you don't think it was worth it, or if you didn't get at least positive ROI on your investment, I will give your money back. Okay? Why? Because $5,000 won't change my life. Really won't. But having you as a client can change something, can create something, can build momentum for me and for your business. Does it make sense? So this is my final offer, and I offer a guarantee that I can't offer in Brazil, but here for you guys I can. So it's $5,000 paid in full or 6 installments of 1,000. And if you work with me for the 6 months, if you show up, if you do the homework, and don't have your positive ROI, I give back the money if you don't make profit out of it. So this is my offer for you. Cool? So grab the QR code and let me know if you're in. I'd love to work with you. On the QR code, you're gonna see, guess what? The 4 questions, because I teach exactly what I do. I practice what I preach. There's no better way of selling high ticket than this, and that's why I'm doing exactly this with you. Cool? Questions for me, guys? Ooh, Carrie, go. You're muted.
Yeah, so quick question. I'm probably maybe not like many other people here. I actually am not worried so much about earning loads of money. I want to make what I have accessible to more people and more available. And I absolutely get your thing about having a high value offer that makes everything else more valuable. I think people recognize the value if you put a value on it. So I don't want to offer it for free, and I need to make some money. But I wonder if you're still if you're able to help, or your approach to someone who is about having impact and without necessarily wanting to make gazillions of money.
Carrie, I'm gonna tell you something. I like the idea of making gazillions of money. I didn't reach gazillions, but I got a couple millions, right? And here's the thing. What I'm getting from you is that you're more attached to the transformation delivered to your clients than the transformation delivered to your pockets. Does it make sense?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. And here's something that I understood, and this thing changed my life. I never wanted to be famous. I never wanted to be known. I didn't design having 637,000 followers in Brazil. It just happened. And here's the thing. I have what, like 10,000 clients? 10,000 clients, not more than that. So I have 627,000 followers that never bought anything from me. And those people, they're getting transformed. Those people, they're getting transformed by my free content. But my free content is free for them. It's not free for me. I have a 30 people team. I have several families that I support through my business. And what I understood is that the minority of my followers that become clients, they fund a machine that feeds hundreds of thousands of followers with free content. Does it make sense? I couldn't make all those free content if I wasn't paid for those minority that can. You know, Robin Hood, he takes from the rich and gives to the poor. You don't need to take from anyone, but you should charge big tickets for those who can, because they're going to support the machine that is going to create value and transformation for those who can't pay. If you want to impact, thinking that charging low ticket is the way is a mistake, because even if you charge $10, some people are still not going to buy. So what I do believe is that you should charge for those who can. They can support your mission, your vision. And then you know, don't charge low. You charge high of those who can pay, and then you give away for free for those who can't. Does it make sense? So this presentation here, it was free. You didn't have to pay. And how many people can watch it? Several through the replays, right? But for those of you who want to do more, you'll have to pay. And I'm charging only 5K. If I were charging 500 instead of 5K, I wouldn't sell 10 times more. Does it make sense? It wouldn't make sense. Even if I charge $50, still some people wouldn't buy. So what I realized throughout time is that the better way is to charge high ticket for those who can pay, and they're going to support the mission and the vision to enlighten those who won't be able to pay even the low ticket. Does it make sense?
Yeah.
So what do you get out of it?
Get it. Sorry?
What do you get out of it?
I absolutely get what you're saying, and I think it's really helpful, and that it's really helped me to see it differently. And I do charge what I think is a reasonable amount, and people do pay that, and I do it on a pay as you're able, so I value it at a reasonable price, and most people pay what I charge, and then I have one or two that can't pay that. But I think the way you're talking about it is probably actually better than that. So it's really helpful, really helpful.
Yeah, and there's another level. If you make a gazillion of money, or at least a couple millions as I did, you can help more people. Some people have some distracting beliefs around money. Money is just leverage. If you're a bad person and if you're given a lot of money, you can do a lot of bad things. But if you're a good person, and I really do believe you are, if you're given a gazillion of money, you can multiply the good things you're making. Does it make sense?
Yeah. I get that.
I think you can do that, Carrie. Was it helpful?
Really helpful. Thank you.
Cool. I guess I have like a couple, maybe 1 minute. Any more question? I'm gonna do something. If you reach out to this moment and I didn't get to answer your personal question, write me on Instagram. It's at Victor Damasio, Victor Damasio, Victor Damasio. And if you write down and if you write the word teachable, I know that you came from here, and I'm gonna take care of you personally or my team. Cool? Was it helpful? Yeah? Okay. Oh, I'll say it again. Victor Damasio. Victor Damasio. Yes. For me, it was really amazing to share with you guys. I hope it was helpful. And I want you guys share with me the results you get out of it. Okay? Let's go.
It was great, Victor. Thank you so much for being here. I'm sure that I speak for everyone. This was very insightful, and we'd love to have you back. So please, whenever you can, we're here to see you.
I'm in.
Okay.
I'm in. You can count on me. Let's go. Thank you, guys. God bless you, guys. Bye. Let's go.
Thank you, Victor. And for everyone who's here, please wait just 1 second because we want to share. Dunny, if you're here, can you please share on the chat or NPS code because or NPS URL, I'm sorry, because we do want to ask you, what did you think of today? Was it meaningful? Was it helpful? Did you have fun today? Did you learn a lot of things? Are you implementing these things? Let's see, Denny. Yes, just a second. Let's see. Wait on us because if we don't have these answers, then who knows? Maybe Victor is not coming back. But I found it, Denny.
Oh no! Oh no!
No, it's on the type form right there. So I would love, love, love to have your insights of what you thought, what do you think, what made sense to you, and what you would want to see again. Okay. So thank you so much. You're going to get the recording for this meeting. Thank you, Victor, again, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.